Hey everybody, so I know a lot of you have been keeping up with our blog, Facebook page, and have been wondering what happened to the bees. Where did the bees go?
We wondered the same thing.
We did wonder. And so a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of our friends have been trying to help us figure it out, as well as doing a lot of research online and asking other beekeepers and stuff. And when we were looking at, sorry about the noise.
If you notice, there's over here is the goat pen, and they can see us, and they're trying to get our attention. Think we got our attention?
So one of the things that we saw online, and whenever we were cleaning out the beehive, we saw a lot of little black beetles. And then when we started looking at the comb, there were a lot of little, like, larvae, not bee larvae, but I think beetle larvae, which I think they're all gone now. I think the birds and things have picked over it, but you can see where the comb has been eaten. What happens is there's a thing called a hive beetle, and it lays its eggs on the wax, and the larvae eat the wax. And normally when you have a regular bee population, like of a established hive, there's 40,000, 50,000 bees, and they can keep the beetles under control. But whenever we had our hive installed, we only had about 10,000 bees. And so whenever the beetles came in, there were not enough bees to keep them under control. And so they multiplied and went crazy. And so as the larvae grow, they are pretty dirty and they poo and everything. And so it makes a very foul smelling environment.
And a beehive is a sterile, incredibly clean environment.
And so when the bees feel like they cannot maintain the hive, or that they are unable to keep it clean, then they will leave. And so we think that that's what happened with ours, is that the hive just got away from them with the beetles invading, and so they just left.
And so then you had us two dillweeds running around the property here, looking up at the top of trees, thinking that we could find our bees and somehow get them back to the hive. Well, we never found them.
But you can see they were, for a while at least, building a lot of comb. Like you can see there's a whole bunch missing here. If you look down on the bottom, you can see there are some dead bee larvae, because our queen was laying, but the bees just left them. So.
And there was a lot more comb too that we just kind of shook off, because we're going to start again at some point. We missed the last shipment of packaged bees, so we're not going to be able to do it this season. We're going to concentrate on building the chicken coop and getting chickens and getting that operation up and running. And then we'll revisit bees in a few months
and
when it's time.
And finish our fence. As you
finish
can see,
our fencing. Yep, we've been doing a little fencing around the perimeter. Don't know if you can see it, but there's some animal fencing 2/3 of the way around, I would say. And then we're going to have to get a gate and some more fencing up. We should have that done by this weekend. And then we'll start the chicken coop this weekend too. And we're 5 or 6 months away from eggs.
All right, so thanks for checking in, and we'll keep you posted.
Yep. See ya.